provocation on part of Pakistan that continues. Priyank, if you can share more details on that. We are getting information of Pakistani shelling being reported in Uri sector. Uri sector is one of the areas as well when it comes to Pakistani shelling that has begun once again this morning, as there seems to be no end to Pakistani misadventure.
Yes, certainly, Amitabh, and what is very worrying that the Pakistanis have been using the snipers, because of which Times Now cruise vehicle was also put under this particular heavy shelling, and there was damage which has also happened to our colleague Sohail's vehicle while he was there in Uri. The official information which we are getting that the Indian Army had deployed L-70 guns, Su-23mm guns, as well as the UAS technologies system to counter these drones. What we are getting to know that the agencies are still looking for the portions of the destroyed drone. The debris are being looked into so that the clear-cut involvement of the Pakistanis with respect of evidence. And it is also important to be noted that whether these drones were sent from the Chinese side or not. So there is more detail which can come out once these drones are spotted. What was the make of the drone? What is the capability of the drone? These things can only be brought under the investigation.
Okay, in fact, Priyank, what you mentioned about how our colleague Sohail's vehicle was also damaged in this Pakistani shelling, let's play out that report. Here is Sohail showing the damage that was sustained.
Pakistani drones were shot down by our forces in Jammu. They resorted to cross-border shelling in areas close to line of control. We are reporting from one such location, and we're not going to disclose the location because of the security reasons. But yes, during night it was intense shelling, and it's still taking place. At the same time, Pakistani troops have used sniper rifles, in fact, from their positions, and because of which our vehicle has also suffered damages. One of the sniper, in fact, round hit the road here. It's civilian area, it's market area, and because of that, it basically bounced upon our vehicle and damaged our vehicle. We have recovered 3 rounds of, in fact, 3 sniper rounds from support. They were later handed over to police for further investigation. This reflects how frustrated Pakistani forces are. They are basically targeting civilian population, basically targeting civilian areas. One lady from this area has come to injuries late last evening. Around 5 to 6 have suffered injuries. They were shifted to government this medical college, Baramulla. Situation remains tense on line of control as shelling continues to take place in an area which is very close to me, in Kupwara Tangdar sector. We have seen again during night intense shelling taking place, civilian areas being targeted, several residential houses have got damaged. It started after our forces, our air defense, successfully brought down their drones that they had sent to target vital installations in Jammu division. As of now, the situation, as I said, is intense. People have to suffer. Last night we saw on ground zero, immediately people went to bunkers to take shelter for safety. We were also, in fact, spent our night inside a bunker. Now we came out to see what the ground situation is on, and in first moment we saw that our vehicle also had got damaged. On further probing, we saw sniper rounds in fact lying on the ground. We took up them and handed over to police for further investigation. This is the scene on line of control or in areas close to line of control. People have to basically face this situation because of the Pakistani shelling and because of the Pakistani troops carrying out now targeted in fact hits and trying to hit civilians and civilian population along the line of control. Now we'll be in fact moving right and left to see further damages that had occurred during the night, particularly in this sector of line of control. But already we are getting report that one lady basically succumbed to injuries late last evening because of this shelling that took place on line of control. 5 to 6 were injured. They were shifted to in fact government medical college Baramulla. Few of them were in fact brought here in hospital. As I speak, the shelling continues along the line of control and situation remains tense.
So you saw that what our reporter on ground has to say when it comes to military installations. They were targeted, civilians have been targeted, and we're looking at even as press that has been reporting on ground, doing their duty, they too have come under attack as far as the situation that has been evolving. Our experts continue to be with us. Rishabh is also with us right now because we are standing by as far as the government briefing that would be taking place on the development that has taken place in Operation Sindoor so far. We'll get you more.